Hello and welcome to By Invite Only. When I think of my guest tonight, the first thing that comes to my mind is, man, isn't she hot? Well, she is, I have to tell you. I also have to tell you is she's full of abandon, an incredible powerhouse of energy and talent, and she's danced her way into our hearts. Let me introduce you to the sexy success story, Nora Fatehi. Nora Fatehi.
Yes! You got it. Good. Yes. Thank you. I love this introduction that you've put up. Is it like you do that to every guest that comes on your show?
Yeah, I can also be a very professional person.
Okay, so this introduction is special for me.
This introduction is specially written for you, but for different people, they have different introductions. Like, there are people who could come into my life and be like, I could be like, small introduction. Like,
very small.
But before that, we will discuss all of this. But then I want my invite card signed,
okay,
so that we can move forward.
Yes. All right. Let's do this. By invite only. I feel very special. I must say my signature is very bizarre. I gave you a heart.
You know I deserve it.
You already know.
I deserve a few hearts.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, but I have to appreciate and mention and point this angelic form that you've taken today.
You're making fun of me.
I'm not. I love it.
Is it cute?
I really appreciate it. I appreciate this angel part and this demon right here.
You already know, we gotta show some leg.
Yeah, I mean it's...
Always. Just a little sass.
No, I appreciate it. It's full of sass.
Good, I'm glad you
Angel
approve.
with the Lucifer right here.
Yeah, like woo.
Flip him out whenever you want to.
Out! Good, I'm glad you approve.
We must discuss 2018 and 2019, which is turning out to be Noriana's years.
Yes.
It started with Dilbar, I think, when that movie came out, and I really feel like, I've told you this before, I feel like Dilbar had a lot to do with that movie becoming such a big success. Then you produced your own song, you danced in it, you sang the song, you have mainstream movies coming out this year. What is happening? What is Noriana doing?
Well, for people who are probably like, who's Noriana? I just feel like Noriana is like my alter ego who just popped off, you know, and just said, hey guys, I'm here, you know. Noriana does things that Nora doesn't do. Yeah.
Like what?
Noriana is crazy. Noriana would like push people off the frame, you know, do a little sassy walk, flip her hair everywhere, you know, sing, dance, she's crazy.
This is actually you only.
It's probably me, yeah.
This is you. You just don't want to take the credit. And you don't want to take the blame also.
It's not me, it's Noriana.
Now you've just put it on Noriana.
It's like Shaggy wasn't me, you know?
Yeah.
No, but yeah, 2018 was just, I feel it's a year which I was waiting for a long time. Yeah. So for maybe a good 3-4 years, I've been working really hard. I've been, you know, doing so many things. I did reality shows, I did South songs, I did music videos, I did whatever I could do, you know, just to kind of slowly climb up that ladder and get noticed. And finally, I feel that like all that has paid off when Dilbar released. And you know, in every artist's life, there's that moment where it's like do or die. Yeah. So that was my do or die moment. And I wanted to make sure I was very much involved in the whole experience of Dilbar so that I can give to the audience something different and also have the industry take notice of me, you know what I mean? And that was my goal with Dilbar, and that's what happened. And I think I got lucky with the timing of Dilbar and Kamariya. Although I got Kamariya before Dilbar and I shot Kamariya before Dilbar, the release was back to back, so the hype continued.
Correct.
And when I saw that hype and that craze, especially after Dilbar, the craze was massive. Yeah. And I was just like, oh my God, this is what an artist waits for. You know what I mean? Like, an artist's struggle is something else. I can't begin to tell you. And then when that moment comes, you're just like, yes. But you know what? 2 things could have happened. I could have dwelled on it and enjoyed it and been like, yeah, this is my time. Or I could have converted it to something. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to take that confidence, because suddenly you get this confidence. You're like, yes, actually, I am talented. People will accept me and do like me. So now you take that confidence and what do you do with it? I took it. I did something that was scary for me, which was to produce a music video and to sing, and that too in another language, and expose myself to another market, which is the Arab world, you know, which is a little bit scary, especially if you're not really, it's your first time. And and suddenly I had this thing where I'm just like, wow, I can probably do anything now if I really, really put my mind to it. And that's what happened.
But you know, I've always sort of realized that even in our conversation, there's always this thing in your mind to sort of prove yourself.
Definitely, constantly.
You keep wanting to sort of to get that validation. You want to prove yourself a lot, right?
Yeah.
Does it also come from a space where I feel like when there are a lot of foreign talent in India, right?
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of stereotypes associated with that as well, because you came in through a reality show.
Yes.
Which already has a lot of stereotypes associated with it already, because they're like, oh, too dramatic, and this happens and that happens. And I think the moment there's a foreign actor in the picture, they're just like, oh, glamour, item number.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, not to say that Indians don't do item numbers. That's ridiculous.
Not,
You know, we have Malaika Arora, who's you know, an icon, and then you have Helen, iconic. You know.
But for some reason, there's this mentality where, oh, they're here only for this. There's no ambition after that.
Yeah, that's so correct. And I feel like people don't discuss this, but I think I know why that's there. It's because, you know, to break that stereotype and to go further from that, you need to put effort in learning the language. You need to put effort in increasing your skills, whether that's you know, majority of it would be the acting skills and the presence and being a hustler, you know what I mean? I feel like sometimes, you know, as foreigners, maybe we get comfortable and we're just like, kaam mil raha, matlab kaam mila hai or aayega ya aa raha hai. So then what's the point of putting on the extra effort? Because it's not easy to learn a language. You know, I can tell you, like right now, my Hindi is not perfect, right? But just to get it acceptable took me 3.5 years of no social life, you know, my Hindi teacher coming home every day for 6 to 8 hours, working on me individually. Then when he leaves and he goes home, I'm sitting in front of a TV watching only Hindi channels. You know, that effort of putting that effort took many years and a lot of like antisocial, you know, lifestyles and shit like and stuff like that. So for someone who's already getting work, like if you're getting songs and you're enjoying the hype and you're already getting fame and all that, it's very easy to get comfortable and just be like, okay, kyun seekhne hai, kya zarurat hai, you know what I mean? So, and then you can get lost and all that. So I feel like that's probably why the stereotype is there, and also because we've had foreigners already come in who've probably just done songs, were famous for a bit. Typecasted and then just left. To break a stereotype or to remove yourself out of that typecasted scenario, you need to really push. And that's where that proving yourself comes, you know. I did not come to just do songs, I came to act. And my first thing I did in India was a movie. And people don't know that because the film didn't do well. It was called Roar Tigers of the Sundarban, in which I played a Parsi girl. And then, you know, I did another film which Prakash Jha produced called, what was it called? Something Parivar, I can't remember. But it was a Hindi film, and obviously there were a lot of people in the cast, and the people I worked with were all really seasoned actors, really good actors, you know, like Swanand Kirkire, Shilpa Shukla, Ninad Kamit. All these people are very experienced actors. And I was in a situation where I was never in an area of experienced actors, and I learned so much being around them. But unfortunately, I didn't get my due through those films. So I was like, okay, so let's try another thing. So that's when I went into Big Boss. That's when I did South songs and stuff like that. But even Big Boss, I knew that there was a stereotype to Big Boss. And people said, don't do it. Do you know what I mean? But somehow, you know, I felt that I can't really be choosy. You know what I mean? Especially when you come from outside and then you don't have a family background here and you don't have a support system, you don't have a camp or, you know, Godfather or something like that. You can't be choosy. You got to grab the opportunities while it's hot. And at the moment I was like, okay, Big Boss is coming to me. I got to take this opportunity, make it something, just something. Even if it's just, you know, letting the world know I'm here. And then I'll go away, work on myself and come back and give you guys something more, whether it's a music video or a song in a film or jo bhi hai. Point is, I will be here and I'll give you guys myself, you know, as a talent. But it is very hard to break stereotypes.
Absolutely.
Very hard.
See, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like everything that you've done has sort of paid off right now, right? Like now you are in a point where it looks like your effort is showing, and in an effortless way for some reason.
Well, I hope it looks effortless because it's not.
No, I mean, absolutely. No, I'll tell you, you know, I feel like, see, this, I know this is in the past, but there was also a very difficult time in your life when you went through a relationship and your breakup, right? I mean, I know that you've never gone on record talking about it, but then I think it's sort of like an unsaid thing in the industry. Everybody sort of knows about your relationship and breakup with Angad. But I feel like the way you sort of came out of it and the person that it made you, I think is extremely graceful and extremely successful. And I've told you this before in our conversation that I think after that, what you are right now is probably the best version of yourself.
100%. I don't disagree with that at all. It was just like anybody else. It's an experience we all go through. Like all girls go through this at least once in their life, you know. For me, it was a little bit difficult because it was an unexpected experience. And obviously I was broken by that. But you know, I must say that experience literally just transformed me. And I got this fire in me. I'm telling you, you know, sometimes you lose that fire in between because you lose sometimes hope because you're not getting the work you want, or people are rejecting you, or your auditions are not going well, and that could really break you. And in between, I lost that hope a little bit in terms of pursuing my career. But when that breakup happened, I got that fire again. And I'm just like, let's go. I'm passionate again. I want to work. I want to make my mark here. I want to prove everybody wrong. And I can't regret that breakup, because if it wasn't for that breakup, that fire would not have come back. And I needed that fire to kind of just explode in the industry and show people what I've got. So I'm very grateful for that experience, because it really made me into a new person. And like you said, and you've said this before, I've come out stronger, and I feel like I probably would have not done so well in my career, and I wouldn't be able to you know, chase my dream the way I'm chasing it now if it wasn't for that experience.
I think we should talk about this one experience that you had. You've told me about this. This was during a bit of depression, a phase of depression that you had after the breakup, I think, for about 2 months. But I remember you told me about this one experience in particular, which I really feel like has made you this really strong woman that you are, and that sort of like helped you just to pull you out of that phase and then tell you that there is this fire inside you that you should actually use.
So, okay, so basically, like, obviously, I don't want people to think that, you know, when you go on your lows and you dabble in depression a little, you feel depressed a little bit and all that, doesn't mean you're not strong. You're still strong. It's just sometimes those moments make you feel a little bit low, you know? And sometimes you can lose ambition and that drive. And I lost that drive a little bit for maybe 2 months. When I was called to audition for Bharat, which was like way before Dilbar happened, I went to Mukesh Chobra's office to give my audition and all that. And then audition ke baad, I went downstairs. I was sitting on the bench because they have like a bench outside and all that. And I was just sitting there and I was just like feeling so shitty. I'm just like, where is my drive? Where is that ambition that I had? Where is it? Like, I need to get it back. I shouldn't let things in life kind of, you know, rain down on my parade. It's not fair to me, you know, and I'm too strong for that. And I've had worse things happen to me, you know. So I'm sitting there, and then this girl comes up to me, and you can tell, you know, she's someone who goes from one audition to another, probably sits in lineups in, you know, Versoa Yari Road and, you know, Aram Nagar and stuff, and sits and waits for auditions all day and stuff, waiting for her break. And she just came up to me, and she could see I'm not like, okay, you know, but she still said, ma'am, can you record this audition for me? So I was just like, okay. I take her phone, she stands against the wall, I started recording. And as I was recording, I don't think anyone can imagine what I was actually seeing and what I was feeling, but as I was recording her, and I was seeing her through the phone, and she's doing her scene, and she's putting conviction in, and she made a mistake at first. She's like, sorry, ma'am, ek aur karna hai. I was like, yeah, le lo, it's fine. So I did it again, and she's like, you know, putting conviction. And I'm like, oh my God, that's me. That is me. For 3 years, I, you know, did auditions back to back. I waited in lineups for hours. I, you know, auditioned amongst 200, 300 people. I, you know, went crazy at home, pulling all-nighters to learn a line, to learn a scene. That is me. What am I doing, you know? Look at how hungry she is. Where is my hunger? And when I'm seeing her doing that, I'm just like, Nora, wake up. There are hundreds of thousands of people who are talented just like you, who are good looking, who are this, who are that, who are killing themselves to make it. You need to get back. Get back. And then suddenly I just like, what am I doing crying? Get up, girl, you know? I got my confidence back, and then that's it. Boom.
So also tell me, I completely understand there's a lot of love in the industry. I feel it, you feel it. But then in 3.5 years, have you also gotten used to the fact that people can be bitchy and people can backstab and there is politics and there is, I mean, you know, all of that. Have you gotten used to it now?
I think more than that, it's the social media trolls.
Yeah.
Like, they can be so mean, like so mean. And I have to deal with trolls in India and trolls in the Middle East and trolls in North Africa.
It's everywhere.
Like, I have to deal with all of them because now I'm in that market also, you know.
Yeah.
And they know me, and I'm quite famous there and stuff. So I get attacked sometimes.
You're a big deal there.
Yeah, I'm quite a big deal there, but it comes with a price. Like, there are some really disgusting people who go, you know, behind the keyboard and write very hurtful, nasty things.
Yeah.
And I think initially, I used to get shocked, and I'd be like, what's going on, what's going on? But now I'm so good, my reflexes, block, delete. Block, delete in 2.5 seconds, you know, because I don't want that to affect me in any way, and it can affect people, you know what I'm saying? And I think what's worse is that the media gives them a lot of attention. Every other day, I see an article of an actress getting trolled on social media, and then those trolls, they get that limelight for a little, because you know, they take screenshots and then you see the person's ID, and they love that, and I feel like
that's what they want.
That's what they want, yeah, that's what they want. That's why I delete and block immediately, because I'm like, you are not getting attention. But it can be a little intimidating, for sure. And as just like you said, in the industry, there, you know, politics and this and that, and it can get intimidating sometimes. But then again, I could also not be accepted by people, and people are accepting me, and I'm getting chances. You know, for example, I'm doing street dancer with Varun, right? That could have been anyone, you know what I mean? But it's me.
That's you.
And they're giving me that chance. And even in Batla House with John, Nikhil Advani sir gave me a character which, honestly, I don't think people will expect me to do. And so he's showing me in a different light, so I'm getting a chance there. But the difference between getting a chance is that you have to actually do something about it. So thankfully, I am kind of prepared to take on those chances, and hopefully, you know, the audience will be receptive to me and won't kind of just be like, okay, no, she's just a foreigner, bye-bye. You know what I mean? Because that can happen.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, because when you spoke about the trolls, right before we wrap our segment 1, we have to touch upon this. You know, the thing is, when you spoke about the trolls, you said that, I mean, it can intimidate you, but you just delete or block, right? Because I also feel like you're not that confrontational a person.
Yeah,
like, you're not going to engage in, like...
I would love to. Like, the old Noriana from Jane and Finch, Toronto, Canada, would be like...
Yeah, but I'll tell you why I'm asking this. Because I see constant news and articles about how you're giving evil eyes at people at award functions.
Right.
But I don't think you would do this.
No.
Because
I would
you
not.
Are like...
I can't do that because, Reno, like, you know how I am. For me to go to an event, it takes a lot of time for preparation. I gotta call Marcelo to do hair and makeup. I gotta find an outfit.
Shout out to
Marcelo. Then I gotta look cute and, you know, glamorous and all that. So by the time I reach an event, I'm like feeling myself. I'm like, damn girl, you look good. You know, so I have no time to pay attention to anyone except myself.
I want to know, when is this happening? Because we go as a date to like an award function. You bounce in 3 minutes without me seeing.
Because my heels hurt. And my feet swell up.
I get there. I'm doing my, you know, like, I'm meeting people.
And you can't, and people are going to say she's lying, but I'm not lying because you've seen me twice bounce in 3 minutes.
Yeah. I'm like, I go there with her, we go together, pictures are done, and then we're inside. Right before it starts, we're talking to people. I turn around, talk to somebody, turn around, and she's gone.
I'm gone. But it's a valid explanation. I have weird feet, okay? I don't know what it is. I think it's because of my mom, because she has chubby feet, and I have chubby feet. And when I put them in heels, it's fine. But after like 10 minutes of wearing heels, they get chubbier and they swell up, and they want to like literally break out of my shoes. So I can't be in an event all day. I gotta leave and take them off, you know, and get into my like chappals and shit, you know. So that's why, you know, because I took my shoes off that day and you were recording me barefoot. So
it's on record, on video.
So yeah, that's what it is.
All right. I think on that note, we should take our first break on by invite only. Okay. She looks very glamorous and all of that, but then Noriana is. Has other problems like taking shoes off right after the award show. Okay, so on that note, take your first break on by invite only. I'll see you on the other side. What is one thing you have that Neha Dhupiya doesn't have?
Dilbar.
What does Dilbar mean?
Dilbar means a lot of things. Bollywood actor says they have a crush on me, then you come and talk to me. I will not be the first one.